Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Responsible media, Youth Monetary Council General of South Korea, and a lamp, and we light a lamp at the start of the conclave that symbolizes the Almighty's.
थोड़ा सा
constraint of business. It is something that enables business. It enables businesses to function well, to work in such a way that all the constituents of the country are well served by business. And at ISB, our belief, therefore, is that not only is public policy an important part of business, but business knowledge also has a contribution to make to public policy. Therefore, we have a Bharati Institute of Public Policy here at ISB, which was set up with these ideas in mind. So we have a distinguished program, set of guests today who will speak at the program. We have different sessions, one on sustainable policy making for economic growth. Policy making includes governance, and media is a big pillar of governance. So we have a session on responsible media, filmmaking and censorship policies. Governance is not something that just is written in the Constitution. To make it work, we need people to participate robustly in governance. And the third session, therefore, deals with youth in politics and how to motivate the youth to contest elections. And finally, civil service is another pillar of governance, and we have the last session devoted to civil service reforms, particularly police. And we have research on several of these dimensions here at ISB that speak to better policy making, which will all, I am sure, come out during the discussions for the day. So thank you very much for coming, and welcome to ISB once again.
Good morning to everyone present here. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to the ISB Policy Conclave, a student-run initiative under the aegis of the Public Policy Club of ISB Hyderabad. The idea of the conclave was conceived with a dire need to convene a platform that would bring together visionaries from the public sector, the private sector, and the civil society to come together and discuss and deliberate upon pertinent policy aspects. The focus of this summit is to focus on setting up the right narrative, setting the right dialogue, and equipping each one of us to understand what is truly pivotal for India's continuous and momentous growth. This leads me to introduce to you the theme of the Policy Conclave 2020, which is India Today 2020 and beyond. As the India that we know gears up to become the next global superpower, a lot of changes are going to be triggered in the social fabric of our country owing to the economic development. It is thus pivotal for us as responsible citizens, especially the youth, to take charge, to truly understand what these changes are going to be and how we are going to play a strong role in making sure that India achieves its glory. The policy conclave is thus a strong step in the same effort to ensure that today all of us are able to understand and analyze some of these important issues from the experts themselves, understand the challenges that lie in, and how we can all together tackle them to build the India that we envision together. Thank you.
Professor Sanjay Kallapurji, Deputy Dean of ISB, respected ISB faculty, dear students, distinguished guests, participants, and friends from media, brothers and sisters, and elders, good morning to you all. I am indeed very happy to be here in this beautiful campus of ISB Hyderabad, which has international reputation. I am deeply delighted to share my views and interact with you, young minds of the nation, from diverse background in ISB Policy Conclave Ideas for India 2020 Behind. At the outset, I congratulate the ISB leadership for the initiative of organizing conclaves with an objective to foster ideas for India, its progress and prosperity. I know you all have come here to debate ideas, innovate, incubate, and execute ideas then that can shape the future of India. My congratulations to all of you, those who are participating in this conclave. Friends, you are all aware that one of the greatest strengths of India that we have inherited from times immemorial is tradition of Samvad, which is a dialogue we always believe to continue to believe in the concept of democratic dialogue. Noble laureate Amartya Sen's book, The Argumental Indian Programs of our Panchant for dialogue, which lead thee to generate and generation of new ideas and find solutions to chronic problems. While issues can be resolved by means of discussion, it is difficult to understand why section of invariably stays away from dialogue and involved in a rumor mongering. This is a question of which bothers me, and I am sure, brothers, most of you are here. The August gathering here, if possible, should deliberate upon the reasons for psychology of the rumors mongering among a section of the people and find a remedy. During the last week, we have witnessed some disturbances in the national capital, Delhi. Unfortunately, many innocent people have lost their lives. All the section of the people have lost their properties too. a brave constable of God was killing and IB officials fell victim to evil designs. Rumors unleashed by a section of political parties and a section of media, a section of social media added fuel to the fire. Notwithstanding the constraints, we have been able to rise to the situation. Sri Narendra Modi government is determined to go to the bottom of the truth, to unveil the conspiracy, if any, that triggered the riots. I want to reiterate on this occasion that Citizenship Amendment Act 2019 is not to take away the citizenship of any Indian, but give citizenship to those religious minorities in Pakistan, Bangladesh, and Afghanistan who have been facing persecution based on religion. People who criticize the government suffers from selective amnesia. The nation was divided on religious grounds against the will of the people of India, and it was assured during the division that the rights of minorities in the respective nations will be protected. In 1950, Prime Minister of India, Sri late Jawaharlal Nehru Garu, and Prime Minister of Pakistan, Sri Liaquat Ali Garu, signed an agreement that active steps would be taken to protect the rights of the respected countries in minorities section. While India respected its commitment, Pakistan violated. Where would be these religious minorities go? They have been facing attacks instigated by the state itself. If Modi government has taken a decision which was suggested by the Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, former Prime Minister, Mahatma Gandhi, and Prime Minister Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, and former Prime Minister Sri Manmohan Singh ji, a decision is in accordance with the resolution of the Congress party then. On what basis people are opposing it now? Therefore, my first appeal to you all is give me ideas that can make people debate on the strength of the content and not for politics. Friends, I am glad that you all are going to debate ideas to make India strong. Friends, Narendra Modi government, ever since it come into power in 2014, has been known for a proactive decisions. Based on the new ideas, Niti Aayog has come into the existence in place of the Planning Commission. The whole concept of the plan for the nation has become a more inclusive. Midnight strike on black money and terrorism, demonetization was a novel idea. GST, Janadhan Yojana, abrogation of Article 370, all these are results of new thinking. 6 years after Narendra Modi government, the world looks at India with greater respect. India is recognized as one of the fastest growing economies in the world. Top nations of the world are competing with each other to be friend with India. The aim of the Prime Minister is to make New India a $5 million economy by 2024. And that can happen only when ideas conclaves, such as these come up with innovative ideas and implementive protocol. I guess you are going to have a session on responsible filmmaking, media and entertainment. Social media made an immense contribution in terms of breaking the hegemony of certain new houses. However, we witnessed in recent past that social media has become a tool for misinformation campaign. Hope discussion during this session will throw up ideas to make social media more responsible. Friends, I want to share of my concern with you all. I will not get many occasions to interact with intellectuals and youthful gathering like this. ISB calls this Ideas for India. Obviously, the aim to ignite thinking, provoke new ideas. In the ancient times, India was considered the Vishwaguru. I do not want to go into history to scout reasons why and how the knowledge of the India was plundered. There is no point in dwelling into the past. We must look forward into future. Friends, time has come to make India a knowledge producer. During the last 100 to 200 years, we remained knowledge consumers, which means we understand the technology of Apple very well, but we do not create the knowledge which produced an iPhone. This analogy can be replicated to many other areas of scientific, industrial, technological, and consumer domains. Our young boys and girls learn to new technologies in a jiffy and go on to work for MNCs. They do not create new knowledge. How long do we allow this happen? How long we depend on knowledge produced by the MNCs? Why does not India become a knowledge producer? For India to prosper and become a support power, the shift from being the consumer and knowledge to create a knowledge to happen. Further, I appeal to you to 1. Debate ideas which can tap the augment local resources for growth. 2. Debate ideas to produce the current dependence of the educated youth on government jobs and become self-reliant. 3. Debate ideas which can be help healthy growth of child and children in BPL families, overcome malnutrition. 4. Debate ideas that can decimate poverty. 5. Debate ideas that can make the lives of all Indians healthier and happier. We are fortunate that we have a leader in Sri Narendra Modi who works with the nation's first conviction for anything. I will take responsibility to taking your concrete ideas for the progress of the prosperity of the nation for the Prime Minister. Friends, go and celebrate the Festival of Ideas with a zeal and enthusiasm. Ministry of Home Affairs and ISB have had a very long association. We will continue to work in future together. I thank ISB faculty and ISB management for this opportunity, and thank you all for the patient hearing, especially students and young brothers and sisters. One and all, thank you very much.
प्रेस्टिजियस इंस्टीट्यूशन ये आईएसबी में लगातार बहुत सालों से इधर से जो पढ़ने वाले, इधर सीखने वाले, ट्रेनिंग लेने वाले नौजवान हो, भारत के प्रमुख लोग हो, देश के विकास में अलग अलग फील्ड में काम कर रहे, देश के हित के लिए, देश के विकास के लिए वो लोग काम कर रहे। अभी भी ये साल आईएसबी आइडियाज़ 220 समिट के नाम पर एक चर्चा, 2 दिन का चर्चा शुरू किया है। उसका उद्घाटन अभी मैं किया हूँ। मैं वो लोगों से यही अनुरोध किया हूँ, आने वाले दिन में भारत कैसा विकास होना चाहिए, भारत में गरीबी कैसा दूर करना चाहिए, भारत में भ्रष्टाचार कैसा कम करना चाहिए, भारत में अमन शांति कैसा होना चाहिए, ये रोमर स्मैंगर कैसा कम होना चाहिए, लैंड ऑर्डर कैसा मेंटेन करना चाहिए, ये देश में गरीबी कैसा दूर करते हुए दुनिया में भारत एक शक्तिशाली भारत कैसा बनना चाहिए, उसका आइडियाज़ के बारे में चर्चा करने के लिए सभी डेलीगेट्स को मैं अनुरोध किया हूँ। नरेंद्र मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में देश के जनता चाहते हैं 2024 तक $5 ट्रिलियन इकॉनमी भारत पहुंचना चाहिए। इसके लिए भी सुझाव इस आईएसबी समिट में, आइडिया समिट में सोचना चाहिए, चर्चा करना चाहिए, सुझाव भारत सरकार को, सारे देश को देना चाहिए। ये भी मैं सुझाव किया हूँ। ये बहुत साल से या आईएसबी में लगातार ऐसे प्रमुख विषय पर देश के हित के लिए, देश के विकास के लिए ये चर्चा होते रहती हैं। आने वाले दिन में ऐसे कंटिन्यू होना चाहिए। ये साल भी अच्छे आइडियाज़ भारत सरकार को, देश के रहने वाले अलग अलग प्रांत के सरकारों को और देश के जनता को अच्छे सुझाव देने के लिए मैं रिक्वेस्ट किया हूँ।